Isaac. I'm interviewing. I go to Bellarmine University. I graduated last year. It's pretty great. Lots of things to do, lots of things to have. So, it's going. I'm a computer science major. I do all that fun jazz, everything from programming languages to making games, websites, the full 9 yards. Yeah, so computer science, what's really important is problem solving and not smashing your hand through your monitor. I know it's awfully challenging, right? So making sure you have the patience for it. If you don't, it's probably not for you. Honestly, sitting there and just hammering away until something works is really important. Math, I've noticed, isn't really important when you're learning. Like, you can program without the math knowledge, but it does help later on when you get into more complex things like neural networks and stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, so I've done a lot of things. I've worked on Bobots, which is like hardware system level. I wrote a mini operating system GUI thing. I've done a lot in this class. I wrote TAS, which is this web system, which me and Mr. Dixon worked on, where it would mass email teachers about which students were going to be there or not, but it ended up falling through. I've worked on websites. The best one yet was Grunt, which fun story. There's a pretty good story on that one. So we were going to TSA, right? And I was like, oh, hey, Mr. Dixon, what should we do for TSA this year to try to win? He's like, I was like, hey, what if I do a programming? I was like, absolutely not. That's a terrible idea. Absolutely awful. That's going to take you eons. I did it anyway. It turned out pretty all right. It uses this, so you'll learn about regular expressions in college, but essentially it's a general purpose programming language. We wrote it to teach other people how to program, so that's because the TSA project had to be educational. So we went up there, we defeated mail for the first time in history. Not going to say anything about that. It was great. A lot of fun things. Mainly, most of the stuff I know today is from that project. That project was massive because when you write a programming language, you obviously have to know everything about how programming languages work. So you do a lot of research into that, and you get a lot of the fundamentals. So that's mainly why I'm here where I am. Yeah, so particularly from the programming side, you're going to be doing a lot of tutorials. You're going to be stuck in that hell for a long time, right? So generally, you want to take it step by step. I suggest programming something from scratch, like a game or a program, and just suffering through the process until you figure out what everything does. Try not to rely too much on tutorials. I say, watch a tutorial, go through it, and then stop watching the tutorial and write it. Don't just one-to-one copy, because you'll never learn that way. You learn through struggling, right? So that'll help get you out of there. Reading the documentation is also really important. So I haven't really figured that out yet. Hopefully at a job that'll pays well. That's the plan. I don't like being poor. That's a great time. Honestly, you have time to figure it out, right? You have 4 years. So don't just rush into something and be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing, because people change, right? So, I think it's interesting.